Hey, I'm Butterfly.
Hey, I'm Firefly.
Have you ever wondered if we aren't being told the truth about everything?
What have we been lied to about? Join us as we have conversations and ask questions about everything. We invite you to keep an open mind and consider the unfathomable.
Let's break the chains that enslave our minds. Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole.
What's up, Butterfly?
Hey, Firefly, what's going on?
Well, we have to do kind of a timely episode
I
here.
know we have to address an issue, a, a,
But
a breaking news issue, a breaking news rabbit hole.
she was a mad lesbian, and her wife was there,
Yeah.
and she was saying, "Excuse me, you just go and drive over that ice guy."
Is this can I say his name? I think I have to. I feel like,
Well, if you say him, we'll get no views.
oh, that's
So
true.
you have to say that guy that All Lives Matter was predicated on, that the cops handled with kid gloves in Minneapolis because he had a fentanyl overdose.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's his name.
also I think his name is sort of going to become a verb because
His name is a verb.
I'm wondering if this lady is going to be uh porge boyded.
Porge Boyd. Yeah, she is going to be the new. She's Porge Boyd
Boyd
2.0.
2.0.
She's Porge
She's
Boyd.
probably going to have a huge funeral and
Oh yeah,
like a street named after
named after her.
her and like they're gonna write like her name on
Yeah.
this like the roads in Washington DC or maybe Minneapolis, I'm not sure which, but
Which, you know what the most disconcerting thing about it that is?
hmm,
I'm probably going to see her hideous face a lot.
yeah,
Her face is really ugly.
well, ugly is as ugly does.
She's,
Remember what my grandma always said,
you know
pretty
who
is
she
as
looked
pretty
like?
does.
She looked like Golem with a beanie on.
Yeah,
That's who she looks like.
so let's talk about this incident that we're referring to, this Minneapolis debacle.
Is it a debacle?
Well,
Is it a debacle or
I'm not really sure.
I kind of made a poem about it.
Oh, you
I
did.
made a poem.
You did.
And my poem is she a freedom fighter or just
Or a Civil War divider,
or a Civil War divider
or a bad script
or
writer.
a bad script writer?
I know. You're such a
One of
good
the
poet.
three.
You're,
One of the three.
yeah.
So is she a freedom fighter? Let's unpack that first.
Okay.
So is she just fighting for freedom?
That's what she said.
He's in the way of ICE because ICE is trying to deport these wonderful people. Because these are wonderful people.
Yeah.
None of these are rapists.
No.
And none of these guys are third world barbarians who just
It,
want to destroy our
and
country.
it doesn't matter that they're here illegally.
They come here illegally. That's
That's
okay.
okay. Yeah.
We don't need borders.
No.
No borders, no USA at all. No borders, no wall, no USA at all.
You're just on fire today.
So no, that was theirs.
Oh, was it?
They invented that
Oh,
thing. I
okay.
can't take credit. That was
Uh,
their poem. They probably sat around thinking about that for a long time.
Weeks.
No borders, no walls, no USA at all. So that's freedom. For
Wow.
them, that's freedom.
That's actually what they want, and
They want that.
they say that.
They say that. That's their
Wow.
chant.
Okay.
So she is she a freedom fighter? So she's thinking, you know what? George Soros has funded, or like whatever these, it's all like BlackRock
Yeah.
and those people from 1948.
Mm-hmm.
They fund these
Protest.
activist groups,
Mm-hmm.
not just protests. They fund like remember with those people Lives Matter.
Yeah,
Those lesbians were a part of. It's always lesbians. Lesbians weird.
because they're very angry.
Lesbians are
It's an
angry.
angry group.
Well, they're not getting any you know what.
I know.
So they're meh.
Mm-hmm.
This one had been married to two dudes previously.
That didn't work out, so she found a chick.
So that kind of lends itself to remember we were talking about how the dudes they become gay because they just need to get kinkier and kinkier.
Yeah,
But the lesbos, they become gay because they get mad because men hurt them.
exactly. I'm sticking with that
Well,
theory.
this
That's my
lady,
theory, and I think it's true.
this good lady,
Uh-huh.
she totally follows that pattern.
Okay,
She got married to two dudes and they both kicked her to the curb. So she went, I'm just going to get a woman now.
let's back up just a couple seconds here. Is it interesting or coincidental or even ironic that her last name is Good?
Good.
I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about this whole story.
Well,
And her last name is Good.
I think it's all fake.
You know what I
Did you
mean?
see bullets going into her body or her corpse?
No. And in fact, so
All of the videos are weird and they just like cut off at weird times
they
and don't really show anything.
they all seem to cut off right at the point where you would actually see something, that would be
Yeah,
damning evidence one way or the
I'm
other, you
thinking
know?
this is as fake as the Charlie Kirk assassination and the Trump assassination attempt.
Hmm.
This is all script.
So let's take a look at it from both directions. Okay.
Let's do it.
If it's actually real and it actually happened, from what I saw from the short video that I saw, she was obstructing the officers and was not following their directions.
Yeah,
Right? So these officers are telling her they wanted her to get
get
out
out
of
of
the
the car.
car,
They
right?
specifically said so. So the video, if you're going to say that this is real, which I don't think so, I think this is all script.
I think so too.
But let's just hypothetically assume for a sec for like you're saying, let's just
Devil
hypothetically
I like to play devil's
devil's
advocate.
advocate.
Okay?
So now we're looking at the video and we're going to say, okay, this is real.
Mhm.
So the cop is telling her, get out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, whenever a cop has ever told me to get out of the vehicle, I exit the vehicle promptly.
I mean, it behooves you to do as they ask,
Now,
you
you might
know?
say, well, I'm rebelling against the man. Well, that's not the appropriate way to rebel against the man.
No,
You can,
probably shouldn't rebel against the man when he's an officer of the law and he has a gun.
he has a gun on you, don't
And
rebel then.
you're creating a problem.
Now, if you go get killed and that's part of your rebellion, then good, you accomplished that.
Hmm.
But I don't think that was her. What she was thinking was,
I'm gonna stop this ice race.
I'm gonna stop this
Hmm.
because I'm a lesbian. So what you know what lesbians also they're armed with is political correctness is on my side.
Yeah. And
So
anger.
anger and political correctness. So I can just go and kind of get in the way. And then when I get in the way, if anybody does anything that I don't like, then it's going to be considered politically incorrect and they're bigots. And
Exactly.
they're homophobic. And they even had this one lady. Did you see the video of her? She was like this big, hideous fat chick with like part of her head shaved.
Oh, God.
And she was all, they shot her because she's queer.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
guess the guy knew that she was a muff diver. I guess he could determine that by looking at her.
Well, it's interesting how the groups, the like libtard groups always like to be victims. And so like that's funny that she would say that because like if she was black, they would have said that they shot her because she was black,
It's always
right?
because of
There's
their part of that group.
there's always a reason. It's never because she was like creating a problem and not
It
following
wasn't because
orders.
she was like driving over a dude.
Right.
That had nothing to do with it.
So, and that's what it looked like to me was he was asking her to leave the vehicle and
And then her lesbian
she
lover was all,
refused.
drive, yeah.
Yeah, and so she was driving like straight towards the cop. I mean, it looked like she was going to run him over.
Her lesbian lover looked like she might have played shortstop for the Angels previously. She has just like
She might
perfect boy's
she
haircut.
might have.
She just totally looked like a boy.
Hmm.
She looked like a 55-year-old ugly boy. And she goes, drive now. And then, so of course, then her lesbian lover follows her instructions and drives. So that's if that happens.
So if that happened, um she's not really on the side of the law anyway because she's not exiting her vehicle and she's driving straight towards the cops. That's probably not going to turn out good for somebody, right? If you're doing that.
I mean, have you ever been pulled over?
Um, yeah.
Do you usually like drive off?
I know, really.
like,
That's not going to turn out well.
like, I've watched those police chases like in LA.
Yeah.
You ever caught one of those?
Yeah.
where you just happen to be watching the news, like you're
Yeah.
at a bar and you look up,
And all of a sudden did you know that California has the most I think it's LA has the most police chases in the country.
which makes sense
Yeah.
because people down there, they think they're living in a movie
Yeah.
and they think they're on
They're
TV.
like, I'm just going to be in a high speed chase today.
You know what? This is
Step
the
on
thing.
it.
I was born in LA, so I know. There, people, when they're in the geographical area of LA, I think the La Brea Tar Pit like sucks their mind into it, and they think that they're in a movie,
Yeah,
and they act like that.
totally.
So these days, with choppers, satellites, and
Palantir?
Palantir, you're not going to drive away from the cops and get away.
No,
You're not going to go hole up in some cabin and just be like, this isn't the old West.
no,
You don't get away from the cops.
no.
So it doesn't make any sense to drive away from
And
cops.
this isn't like the time of like the streets of San Francisco. Remember that show? Did you ever watch that?
Yeah,
I used to love
you
that
get a high
show.
speed chase, you might get away.
You're like flying over those like hills in San Francisco.
I did elude the cops one time.
Did you? What?
I ran a red light accidentally and I looked and the cop was coming after me. So I pulled in the neighborhood, made a right, made a left, made a right, made a left, parked the car, and then walked and just stood by these people's trash can. And the cop never came.
That's
So
awesome.
you can if you do it really quick.
Yeah,
But like in this lady's circumstance,
not good.
where were you going to go?
Right.
What was going to happen to you?
And they had so many cops there.
I think what she thought was political correctness is going to shield me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think lesbians, they believe that it's kind of like they lark, that they have like Aquaman, like force field over them.
Well,
And that's called political correctness.
yeah, they're victims.
So now let's talk about my, just we play devil's advocate. So
Mm-hmm.
this really happened. So that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Now, what I think, this is my take. Now, I'm a bad person. We've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Anthony Fauci say about me? Anthony Fauci, he said, if we keep letting these conspiracy theorists talk, you can kiss civilization. Bye-bye. So I'm kissing civilization bye-bye, but I have a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
You want to hear my conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
my
think
conspiracy
I
theory.
have the same theory.
You have the same theory?
I think.
Well, then you tell it.
No, you tell it.
Okay. So this is what I think. I think that she's an actress.
Mm.
She got talked to by Satan, and Satan said, okay, you've had two divorces, and now you're with your lesbian lover who looks like the shortstop for the Orioles. Um, so you're probably not stoked. Do you want to be famous? And she was probably like, yes, I'll sell my soul. What do I got to do? He's like, good. So, we just had this huge fraud, childcare fraud from we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims, and they do fraud and childcare in Minneapolis. And so I saw a little bit of this. By the way, they don't even cover this. This is not in the news. They've already had trials and found 38 people guilty. This was many people involved in a bald-faced graft of taking millions of dollars of taxpayer dollars for fake childcare.
Mm-hmm.
And it all includes those muzzies. And the muzzies, you're not supposed to say anything bad about them. They're kind of like lesbians, where whatever they do is good because they're just perfect little angels, all of them.
Are they like maybe working for the government?
That's what I'm thinking. So, and we talked about how the Somalis are from that 1% tribe in Somalia,
Mm-hmm.
where they get to come over here and just do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can see what they're involved with. They come over here and they get funneled millions of dollars into fake childcare stuff.
Yeah, and it's interesting how that one childcare place was broken into and they stole all of the incriminating evidence against them.
It's kind of like when the space program, we lost buildings full of data.
Yeah.
So we can't go back to the moon
Yeah.
because we lost all the data.
Or like remember how when like Epstein like was unalived supposedly and like all the security cameras went out and the guards were sleeping at the same time?
The
That
guards fell asleep
these things happen
and the video camera stopped working.
right then at that same time.
That happened.
That happens.
And we lost a bunch of data.
Yeah.
So we lost the data on these child care fraud people. And we just don't know, but we can trust them.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is coming out in the wash and it's real. And now there's Congress is talking about it. And people are making fun of Somalis online. Have you seen it?
No.
They're just going, like, if you look around, they're like, before the good incident,
Mm-hmm.
then they were making fun of Somalis because they're like, dude, these people come to this country and they hate us so bad that they do fraud, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's happening. And then all of a sudden, we have the Good Samaritan, let's call it.
The Good
So
Samaritan.
she's the Good Samaritan. So I'm thinking Satan went, okay, well, I was doing a bunch of fraud there, and it's kind of coming out in the wash that we're doing a bunch of fraud. So what we're gonna do, Americans have the attention span of
Gnats.
a gnat. I was gonna say a goldfish, but probably a gnat.
A gnat.
A gnat, it's like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe
So
maybe not even
not even
one
that.
second.
Exactly. So they're just like, oh, this happened. Now this happened. So they completely forgot about all the child care fraud now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even going to think about that now.
Right.
They're now thinking about the Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
So I think it was fake
I think so too.
because you don't see any bullets going into her. Now they're going to say, dude, they're going to have an autopsy. That's fake.
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to have a funeral. That's fake.
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to have a street named after her. That's fake.
Well,
Now
well, they probably will really have the street
they
named
will.
after her.
And the unfortunate thing, the biggest fallout is like I was talking, I'm going to have to see this woman's face now a lot.
Ugh.
They're going to have her, and they have her disgusting picture
Yeah.
everywhere. So that is all fake, and it's also that it's doing two things. It's making people forget about all the fraud done
Right.
by the Somalis,
Right.
but it's also now they're going to try to do a civil war predicated on this incident. And all of the leftists, they're all listening to their CNN, MSNBC bubble.
Totally. And I just saw a little clip of Rachel Maddow. You know that one?
She's like, one of my fellow lesbians was shot.
Yeah.
And I'm,
So
yeah,
so this is war.
this is war. She
And
had short hair like me.
she was talking about, she said it only takes 3.5% of the people to like basically rise up and like start a civil war. And
We've said that before.
and she goes, and that's not much more than what's happening on the streets right now. So it's almost like, I don't know, to me that kind of sounds like she's inciting violence. And isn't that
She is.
illegal?
They totally are.
Like she's trying to rile everybody up, like, oh, it's only going to take like 25 more people to
And
get this thing going.
Waltz is trying to incite violence. And then have you seen the little mayor of Minneapolis? He's a little gay. Looks like he's from that country from 1948.
Probably.
And he comes out and he's just like, excuse me, the federal government is overstepping its bounds. Well, this is the thing,
But
Rachel.
the federal government wasn't overstepping their bounds during like Biden and the cooties.
No.
No, not at all.
No. The federal government telling me I got to take a pokey, that's not overstepping the bounds. But telling a lesbian to get out of the car.
Yeah.
So what I think too is this is not just like organic.
No.
It's not.
These things aren't organic. I mean, we learned that with cooties, and this is what we talked about in our previous episode. Like, people need to not forget these horrors and these lies that the government tells us. Like, you know, when those lives matter people,
Those people lives matter.
yeah, they we actually saw people saying that they were trained Marxists and they were organizing.
Those were the lesbians that started it.
Yeah, they were organizing these
Lesbians
events.
everywhere.
And like, okay, any like normal, intelligent person that hears something like that has got to be asking, like, is that a good thing? Do we want trained Marxists out there like stirring things up?
Have you ever seen that movie, The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Remember the kid? He goes, I see dead people.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like, I see lesbians. Because lesbians seem like they're behind everything.
Well, they're behind a lot. You know what I think it is? I have epiphany. I think the trauma, whatever it is that they went through that made them become lesbians,
Mm-hmm.
which I think they had trauma with men or something in their life.
Yeah.
I think it makes them easily malleable and manipulated.
You know what? Epiphany,
They want,
epiphany, epiphany.
yeah, they can fall for these things.
I just had a lesbian epiphany.
What?
What? Okay, so what you were saying, I think totally makes sense. And this good lady totally falls into
They
this
love to
pattern.
be
She
victims.
got divorced twice, so
Hmm.
two dudes kicked her to the curb. And then she was like, I'm just going to become a lesbian. So trauma from men makes them become lesbians. So then the you know who's who control our education system and our media, they're always pushing this notion of the white patriarchy.
Yeah,
So if you can take a lesbian who already hates white males, then you just tell them it's the patriarchy, and then they just totally drink that Kool-Aid.
exactly. I mean, that's kind of the point I was making, but you elaborated on
I'm
it.
sorry.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, no.
But that was my epiphany. So
Yeah.
so she hates the patriarchy.
Hmm.
And so she's been brainwashed to believe that the ICE is patriarchal.
And so, whether or not this was real or not, because if she was an actor, which she probably was, she feels even more vindicated by like being able to perform this role that's going to be so helpful in this whole event. You know what I mean?
She feels like she's part of
A
the
movement.
war against the patriarchy.
Yeah, and she's got a pivotal part in this. Like she's important in this whole thing.
Like if you probably talk to her and the shortstop from the Orioles that's married to her now, uh, they probably they probably are like if you asked them and gave them sodium pentothal and said, "Do you want to have a matriarchal system where women just rule the world?" They'd probably be like, yeah, we need to just exterminate men and we can just artificially inseminate ourselves.
Where are you going to get that stuff from?
We've got it frozen from Walt Disney.
Oh, God.
Yeah, everybody looks like Walt Disney. All dudes look like Walt.
Great.
So I'm thinking this is all fake
Hmm.
because what are
May
they
I have
trying to
your
do?
attention, please? Will the person that has their bicycle
They're trying to foment a
please move
civil war
outside? We can't have a
because the
bicycle
civil war
with
is going to
cars.
come
Thank
from
you.
all of these people who are buying into this narrative. Because CNN and MSNBC, they are fomenting civil war right now.
That was like so random. Fire.
What happened there? I was trying to make a point.
Was that Satan?
It sounded like
Like it was Satan.
it sounded like Satan embodying like a walker.
It was a walker.
See, that's why, audience, I just need to interject. We need funding. We're gonna fix our website, and we need funding because we need to stop recording in the library because there's walkers here, and like we'll be recording, and they'll make announcements like, excuse me, if you parked your bike in the bike rack, you might want to move it because there's a 400-pound gentleman who's trying to enter and he can't get around it. You know, so that comes. So I apologies if you guys heard that announcement. But anyways, I digress. So let's talk about why would they do this good
Okay,
Samaritan?
why would they? And come on, I have to like just reiterate this. Her last name is Good.
And that seems good.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
No, she was chosen.
Yeah,
This was all script.
script. And
Her lesbian lover being there going, yeah, you just go ahead and get out of here, big boy.
yeah, and then she's the Good Samaritan,
She's the good
you know,
Samaritan. She's good.
right.
Her name is good.
Mm.
How can you tell you anything bad about that?
Oh God, it's like I don't know, like as I start to see more and more of this stuff, it's if it wasn't so grotesque and like that it's happening to all of us in this world, it would actually be like almost like a comedy. You know what I mean?
I think it's funny.
Because I mean, they're putting this stuff like right out in plain sight in front of everybody, you know?
So let's take a look. So I'm
Okay,
going to do
so
my
why would
reading of the tea
okay,
leaves.
so why
So
would
I'm going to step back to 10,000 foot view.
okay.
Now, people are going to get mad at me here. I think that country from 1948 is orchestrating all of this.
Mm.
So that country from 1948 orchestrated those people from Somalia coming over and starting childcare and having millions of taxpayer dollars funneled into the fraud.
They also Didn't they also fund the those people's lives
Those
matter?
people lives matter.
They
So it just so happens that when somebody goes and takes a fentanyl overdose
at a
at a
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, that there just happens to be some militant lesbians who've already been training as communists that have a group all ready to go.
Yeah, and they're funded.
They're funded and
Yeah.
everything's ready to go. And just happens right in that town of Minneapolis where they have that little gay mayor who's just sitting there going, "Excuse me, all Somalis are welcome here. You come here, we love you.
Hmm.
We love our Somalis." So it just happens there.
Yeah.
And this happens there.
Yeah. And her name is Good.
Her name's Good. So all of this is totally script and it's all funded by those people from that country from 1948. They were doing the fraud. And now those people from that country from 1948, they don't have absolute power. So the fraud started to come out in the wash. And
Right.
Americans were starting to go, wait a second.
Americans were starting to question them. And, they don't like that. So
And
they
that's
have to
why,
divert attention away.
and I saw a little bit of Tucker talking with Matt Gates, and both of them are totally in bed with that country from 1948. But they were showing this big, fat guy from that country from 1948. Have you ever noticed how gross they are? He's big, fat, bearded guy from that country from 1948. And now Trump has given him a special role in his cabinet. And he is
Hmm.
the electronic czar. So he
Oh,
controls the internet.
that's
Any
interesting.
anti-Semitism on the internet is off limits.
Isn't it funny how people can just become czars
I'm a czar.
like that?
I
You know?
control the internet.
And have you noticed how these people in these high positions of power seem to just appear there?
I just got
Like
placed here.
they just get placed there. Like
What are
sudden,
your qualifications? Well, I eat a lot and I'm from that country from 1948 and I don't wash my hands after I go to the bathroom.
ew,
That's my qualifications.
perfect.
So, exactly. And I'll do anything evil because I'm aligned with Satan. So I'll say anything and I'll do anything. So I think that's his qualifications. So he got placed and Trump went, good, good, good.
You're a czar.
Good, good, good. As a matter of fact, Satan went, good, 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 and her last name's good. So, anyways, they work for Satan. So Satan is orchestrating all of this thing that's happening now.
Hmm.
So what they're gonna do now is they're like, Satan was like, okay, we didn't really want all of that Somali fraud to come out, so we're gonna have another distraction in that area. So right there in that area where we have a couple of my minions running the
It's
show.
like another one of Satan's headquarters.
It is. He's got the mayor, who's a little gay person from that country from 1948, who's a little Satan's minion. That little mayor, he'll do anything Satan tells him.
Totally.
Like, he probably goes and hangs out with Eddie Vedder and Sean Penn in an alley. And he's like, well, I'm not going to take my shirt off, though, because I'm kind of not buff.
I know he wishes he hung out
He
with them.
wishes. They're
Yeah.
probably like, even though you're Satan's minion, you
They're
don't get
like,
to hang out
no,
with us.
dude, you're not cool
You're
enough.
not cool enough. But then they also got Waltz. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
such a weirdo.
He's so gross.
He's just like, excuse me, this is a breach of power from the federal government. So it all happens right there in
Yeah.
that perfect place.
Yeah.
How come this didn't happen in Iowa?
I know. Nothing ever really happens in Iowa. Have you noticed?
We got red state there. It probably got like rational
Yeah.
governance.
I think it might be a nice place to live.
Satan's like,
Cornfields and
I haven't been able to take over that whole area yet.
you know what's interesting though? I always thought of Minneapolis as like when I was growing up, I always thought like, oh, that's like a Midwestern kind of like nice place, right? But it's not.
Well, it's interesting. In the wake of this Good Samaritan shooting, I was noticing all of the protests rising up, and they are showing all the different pockets around the country. So New York is a huge
Of
pocket.
course. LA,
LA is a huge pocket. Minneapolis is a huge pocket. Seattle and Portland.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Why are there huge pockets there? They're funded. The money from
Yep.
those people from that country from 1948 goes into these areas and funds like activist groups.
Right.
And so they go out and they can do the scripts. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The activists go out and do scripts.
Yeah.
Because Satan likes to do movies. This good thing is called the good movie. It's
Yeah.
a good movie.
And you know what? I think so.
So like they had that movie The Good Son
Yeah.
with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
No, this is The Good Lesbian.
And I think, like, obviously there's going to be like these hubs on each side of the country. So there's New York, there's LA, San Francisco. But I think maybe they thought, well, we can't leave the whole middle of the country just, to be on their own and like do whatever they want. We got to put some activists and some stuff going on in there. So maybe they
Yeah,
just
because
chose
another one of
Minneapolis.
it's Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
So Satan goes, okay, we have strategic hubs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's how they do it. And they do this activism to the point where you can't fight against it
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise you're a bigot and you're racist.
Yeah.
So
And
you
you're a
can
homophobe.
you're homophobic. And I am. Not I'm not scared of homos. I have an aversion to them. So um So I think this is all fake and this is all script and this is all an attempt by Satan. But now all of Satan's plans get thwarted
That's true.
and this is not going to work out the way they want it to.
Yeah.
But what they're going to try to do is have a bunch of lesbians and leftist walkers like the people that were standing on the Harbor Freeway. We might see more people on the Harbor Freeway
Oh, we
throwing
probably will.
Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, we will.
That'll probably happen again.
Yeah.
So going down to Dodger Stadium will probably be kind of sketchy right now. It's always sketchy.
Sketchier.
Sketchier than normal. Like you don't want to go probably to like Alavera Street and go like try to get some Mexican food.
No.
You'd probably have to deal with like walkers like throwing Molotov cocktails. So that's going to happen all around the country. But all that's going to happen is people are listening to our show, our listeners, and we're rippling through. They're going to start going, wait a minute.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like if you get bluffed once, you kind of now you're catching on to the bluff.
I know. Well, yeah, I hope people are catching on and not going back to
This is a
sleep.
bluff.
It is. And do you think
Satan's got his headphones on and his sunglasses on, and he's at the bicycle casino
do
and
you
he's bluffing.
do you think I bet you there's going to be a whole like thing going on like at our government center this weekend.
Oh, big time. I already saw them. They were on the freeway, which you're not supposed to do. They were on the overpass with their signs, which is so stupid because people are going 80 miles an hour. The last thing you want them to do is look up and try to read your sign.
I know.
That's the dumbest place.
Yeah.
Go to the government center and you have that's where I went. That's where I did my protesting.
Yeah.
You have an audience of a pretty busy intersection and people can talk about it and you can ripple through. No, they got to be on the freeway. They love freeways.
I know.
Maybe we should just run people over. That should be the new like way that you deal with them. So, anyways, they're gonna do this all across the country, and they're gonna now. You can see that the talk track is be violent.
Yeah.
Rachel Maddow saying, "Look, we need to do revolutionary war."
Yeah, and that always does seem to be the MO of the left.
Mm-hmm.
Even though like both sides are corrupt, but it's the left side always results in violence.
Well, the left is the so I'm starting to see like Satan controls both the left and the right through narratives.
Right.
The left, they all the left needs is MSNBC and CNN.
Yeah.
That's all they need. They don't need to have a bunch of different platforms or anything.
No.
They just need that one because those people drink what they're fed. They fed.
And
they eat what they're fed.
And all of those platforms, all those channels are controlled by
Satan.
By Satan. And that
Satan's minions, which are that country from 1948.
Yeah.
So
all those main channels are controlled by that.
They're controlled by that. Now the right, they have their controlled opposition.
Right.
So they're the ones that have to have this Christian values front. Otherwise, they're hypocristians. So they can't be calling for violence. But the left, they're like, we love Satan.
Yeah, we kill our babies, and we have no problem with that.
We're all meth heads, and we actually overdose in the library. That's why you have to like sign in to use the bathroom, and like you only get 15 minutes because we've had people just go in there and shoot up
and never come back.
Yeah, so that's a leftist.
Yeah.
Typically, a person who's going to go do heroin in the bathroom at the library and overdose is probably a leftist.
Yeah.
So they are the ones that are going to foment war. And they're going to be violent. And this is going to be the rhetoric.
Exactly.
So they're going to try to be violent. And it's not going to work out good. But remember Blofeld, and he's petting his cat,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, Number two, look at the Japanese fighting fish. And they fight each other. One of them almost dies. The other one does die. And then Blofeld goes in and takes over. They're going to try to do that. They're going to try to do that right now. The left is going to try to do violence, but Satan's plans get thwarted. All that's going to happen is a bunch of idiot leftists are going to try to do violent stuff and get killed.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to start going, I'm not going to go do that. Because even though I'm totally drunk on the Kool Aid, I'm too much of a coward to just go get killed.
Hmm.
So I don't think it's going to work out good. I think what they're going to try to do is just like mass protests, like the Summer of Love.
Mm-hmm.
But then everybody's got the memory of a gnat. So by the time Christmas rolls around, no one's going to remember this.
Totally.
It's gonna. So I think that's what's going on. This has all been orchestrated by that country from 1948 to divert attention from their fraud and to try to get a violent civil war going on because they're in expansion mode. We just took over Venezuela. We're taking over Greenland. They're trying to get their one world government in place, digital prison with King Trump in that country from 1948 over the whole one world government. The way they have to do that, they have to get rid of America because America is in the way. We've talked about this.
Yes,
America is in the way
totally.
of the one world government.
We've got the Constitution, and we still have a few people that want to follow that.
Yeah.
And so I think you're right. I think they have to get rid of America, and so they're basically destroying it from within.
I think what they've tried to do now is if they can get violent enough, then maybe people could just accept having our constitution just be nullified. And everyone's just too afraid of violence that we just say, go ahead and take the constitution away, just save
Well,
us.
yeah, so many people, will be tricked by this idea that like, we're going to do this to protect you and it's, we're taking away all your freedoms and your rights, but it's going to protect you. Like give us your guns, give up your rights, but this is for your safety. And that's never the way it goes.
What was the Benjamin Franklin quote? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. It was something along those
He
lines.
said, those who would sacrifice freedom for security deserve neither.
That's true.
So that's what we're going to run into now.
Hmm.
So America, you need to stand up for freedom and you need to understand that we should not make concessions in our freedom for safety or security.
Yeah, and stop being afraid of
Lesbians?
yeah, and the government and this narrative.
Yeah,
They terrified people with cooties.
yeah.
They terrified people into doing all kinds of stuff that they didn't want to do. And
Look at all the
now
people that took a knee during those People Lives Matter.
I know
Like knelt before them
yeah,
like little cowards.
it's crazy. So, like all of these narratives that take place on the news, it's people need to remember that those are scripted and they're put out there for a reason.
I think don't fall for this Good Samaritan.
Mm,
This is all script. The
totally.
timing of it,
Yeah,
the place of it,
the name of it.
the name of her, it, he, she,
It was
they.
it was orchestrated, I think.
I mean, dude, organically, it couldn't have happened in a better place at a better time with a better person.
No.
It's just perfect for Satan.
Yeah.
Satan's like, good, 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 and her name is good. So Satan is behind all
Yeah.
this. Satan's in Minneapolis right now.
Yeah.
He's got a parka
He's got
on.
a parka. He's used to hotter weather.
He's going to a Vikings game. He's like, okay, let's see what's going on here. I don't usually hang out here. I usually hang out in LA or Geneva, but I'm gonna have like a satellite office put up here. So he built like a temporary satellite office in Minneapolis. And that's what he's got. So he's like going to the Twins games and stuff.
Oh God.
So anything else on this one? I think that's pretty much the
I
gist of it.
I think that's the gist of it. That's our take.
The long and the short of it is look at how perfect this is for Satan.
Hmm.
That's how you fake it is.
Yeah.
It's a lesbian named Good. It's anti-ICE. It's in Minneapolis where they have that gay little governor, that gay little mayor, and it's where they have that gay little governor. So it's the perfect place for this thing to happen. It's the same town that had Those People Lives Matter.
Yeah, is that a coincidence?
No. She probably,
Both of these things happen there?
like, how much do you bet that that good lady took a knee at the Those People Lives Matter protests back in 2020?
Oh, for sure.
She was there.
Yeah. She was probably a paid actor in that too,
Totally.
because these actors show up at multiple events.
You know what probably happened? She divorced her second husband then, was like angry. And so she went and joined the fight for the patriarchy. And they
Exactly.
said, good, 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 Miss Good.
And they were like, "You were just an extra in that event, but
Yes.
you're going to be leading lady in this,
You're
or
gonna be
leading
the lead
whatever
lady.
in this one."
So now she had to go to Antarctica
Yeah.
because she can't just go show up in Minneapolis now.
Do you think her wife gets to go with her to Antarctica?
No.
I
She has to stay behind for interviews.
Oh, right. But then maybe she'll go later.
She'll go later,
Yeah.
but she's definitely part of the script. And her, did you see her ex-husband? He's not part of the
No,
script.
no.
Her ex-husband came out and he was like, dude, she should have just minded her own business. What the hell was she doing there?
Oh God.
Yeah.
He's like,
It was either her
it
ex-husband.
reminds me of the old days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, that's why I kicked her to the curb. So I think some of her family members aren't on board.
Mm,
So they're probably just going to be told that she died and go to the funeral and think that it's real.
wow.
But I think this is another Charlie Kirk 2.0.
Yeah,
The good death is all fake.
totally.
This was all scripted. Plus, it's all caught on camera perfectly.
Or here's another angle.
Okay.
Okay. So possibly she really is dead and they really somebody shot her. Probably not the cops. And to get her out of the way, because we know they have no problem with just getting rid of people if it suits their,
That's
their
true.
story. So they could have had like a trained marksman out somewhere.
Oh, she got sniped.
She got sniped.
Like, so she drove away from the dude and she didn't get shot by them, but she got sniped by a dude that was like in one of those houses down the
Ye-
street.
Yeah, maybe the guy that was filming that video that we were watching.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why it went out right at that point.
That's
Did
right.
you notice it
Because
stopped?
he set the camera down and
He's
sniped her.
filming everything, and then right up to the point where like the shots happen. There's no.
Oh,
I'm not.
just
Wait,
stop filming
I gotta
it.
stop filming. I gotta grab my gun.
I gotta grab my sniper rifle. That could.
That could be what.
So maybe that's it.
God.
So she could
This
be.
is how they get rid of these
She
people.
could be dead. Point being,
You know what?
is MSNBC has a script.
You know what though?
What?
That kind of gives me hope about Antarctica. Because
Oh.
maybe then all these like terrible people aren't ending up there, because I want to go there one
Well,
day.
because Satan lies to them.
Yeah.
Satan lies to them. So Satan goes, okay, we're gonna do a fake death, and you're like Charlie Kirk, you're gonna get shot in the neck like on a podium in front of a bunch of people, and it's gonna look like you got shot. And then but it's gonna be fake, and then you're gonna go to Valhalla, which is the witness protection
And you'll
program.
be in witness protection, and you can
But
take
then
off your mask and be the real you.
yeah, but then Satan betrays him like an hour later and goes, by the way, you just need to die because it's too much of a pain in the ass.
It's too messy.
So sorry. Now I just like kill you with like I'm just gonna cut your throat
That's what
later.
happens when you make a deal with Satan.
He betrays
You
him
know.
because he goes, dude, like remember that it's kind of Trump actually said it. He goes, remember the snake takes the ride on what
Yeah.
was it? The snake takes the ride across the river from what was it? It was like a dog or something.
I thought you were talking about that poem he read about the snake.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, where um in the end
Snake bites him.
yeah,
And he
like
goes, why'd you bite me? I just saved your life. He goes, I'm a snake.
yeah, it's like you can't trust me, I'm a snake.
And that's what Satan says. Satan, so good. She goes, wait a second, you said I wasn't going to really get shot. And he goes, Satan.
You
I
can't trust Satan.
lie. That's what I do. I'm the
Totally.
father of lies. I'm like the dad of all lies. So I think my reading on this is she's either in Valhalla with Charlie Kirk or she's actually dead, but she didn't get killed in that incident. But she's going to go away now. She's been voted off the reality
Yeah,
show.
she's definitely going away.
She's voted off. And this was all orchestrated in order to divert attention away from the fraud that's going on in Minneapolis and try to foment a civil war because they need to have America basically
Crumble.
collapse
Hmm.
so that they can have their one world government. And I think 2028 and 2030 was kind of like their time frame.
It
Because
was.
Bill Gates came back from Africa and he's like, we've moved it to 2045, hurry up and die. Anything else?
I think that was
We
good.
unpacked that one.
We unpacked it pretty good.
Who knows? Maybe we're wrong and maybe this was all organic, but I don't think so.
I don't either. That
All
was
right.
good.
Good talking to you.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.